Right, guys. Right. Yeah, I've wanted to do this for a little while now. I mean, yeah, it's not always an original Codex Gigas up, okay? Because they're massive, literally. You can even Google image it, you know. So this is more of a pocket compressed version, but it gets the point done, you know. The chapters are quite small, so it's easy to get through. Alright, Chapter 1, Satanic Freedom. The fact that Satanists are free from the dictates of the Ten Commandments and the Seven Deadly Sins is a given. Satan has given us the freedom to live as and where we choose according to our own natures. Well, in this day and age, no, you can't do that. Because the government owns everything, you know. So yeah, the government doesn't like competition, so I don't think Satan is going to stand up much chance against like a powerful government like that, you know. Maybe they're in cahoots with them, I don't know. Many humans live by the code of satanic freedom, but they refuse to admit that it was Satan that gave it to us. Yeah, we're all devil's children. Humanity is originally a creation of Jehovah, who was bitter about the fact that Lucifer, /Satan, and 1/3 of his angelic creation rebelled against him and formed their own separate existence. Yeah, I'm not going to look too deeply into this due to my own cognitive problem. So, you know, I'm not going to be spouting off metaphors or going in depth with it because I really can't these days. I can't really go in depth with anything these fucking days. Let alone thinking about shit. I mean, you know. Right. Mankind was therefore created to be a less independent entity that lacked free will or the ability to see the faults of his creator. There are constants of existence that not even Jehovah is in control of, and so the tree of knowledge and the tree of life were also created. Jehovah's control over the race of man was dependent on his ability to endow the spirit of man with a sense of fear regarding issues of eternal life and celestial knowledge. This fear initially enslaved man to Jehovah. Satan, who himself was once an entity enslaved to Jehovah, felt sorry for the human creature and so appeared to Eve in the form of the serpent. Because of the stubborn nature of Adam, who regarded Jehovah as the supreme God and creator of all existence, the fruit of the tree of knowledge could only first be conveyed to a woman. So what that tells me is, even if Adam wanted to go up to the tree of knowledge and take that apple and eat it, he couldn't. He just physically couldn't at that point. So, yeah, the woman decided to do this act, and basically everything falls apart. It's always a woman's fault, isn't it? Probably a feminist. And lesbian. Lesbian. It was a woman's non-acceptance and disobedience to the dictates of Jehovah that led her to eat of the enticing fruit of the tree of knowledge and share this with the man. This knowledge set the human race apart from all other created animals and made them unique to all creation. Due to his physical existence and his satanically acquired knowledge and ability to reason, no creature is more beautiful than man, but most beautiful of all is woman. Thus was the knowledge of the difference between light and darkness conveyed to man, and also the ability to choose between them. This is the knowledge that set us free because it allows us the ability to understand the duality of the universe. Yeah, the duality of the universe, and you'll probably also notice that the intro of my videos nowadays is basically two images, one which is black, one which is white. Yeah, and that's a metaphorical symbolism for the yin and the yang. Right? Didn't know that, did you? No? Well, there you go. Where you have light, you can also have darkness. You know, it's how you incorporate the darkness within the lightness. You know, so yeah, all about shadow work and all the fucking rest of it. It's too complicated for me to think about these days. So yeah, thus was the knowledge of the difference between light and darkness conveyed to man, and also the ability to choose between them. This is the knowledge that set us free because it allows us the ability to understand the duality of the universe. Right, as I said, the yin and the yang, blah blah blah. Because of the spite of Jehovah, humankind was cursed and prevented from partaking of the fruit that would endow them of eternal physical existence. Oh, so because we ate the apple, we became mortal. You know what I mean? Therefore, the knowledge of Satan is also the knowledge of death. We are unique beings because we possess the knowledge of the gods, yet we are cursed with a short physical lifespan. As I just explained it. I haven't actually read this first chapter yet. You know, I've gone through some parts of this, obviously, you know, but haven't really gone in depth to this. Thus, our freedom also comes responsibility. Physical existence is but a test in our natural ability to choose the correct path that will lead to the highest epitome of our collective destiny. No, I don't like this collective shit all the time, you know. You know my thoughts about the collective. As Satanists, we recognise that it was Satan who set us free and it was Satan who shaped us to be what we are. We recognise that to fall into the Judeo. We recognise that to fall into the Judeo-Christian Muslim trap is to negate that which is our birthright as unique beings. It is our mission to learn what we must be learned and do what must be done and convey that which must be conveyed. We must balance this with our freedom to take advantage of all the pleasures that physical existence has to offer, because to not do so would negate the fact that we are both spiritual and physical beings. And so to live as a Satanist is to perform a delicate balancing act that most of us will never fully understand until we are dead. Satan and the demonic spirits help us along the way as they will, but they also allow us to experience the effects of our mistakes that we might learn from them and become wise. We fall to our knees and worship only Satan in hopes that he will guide us to make the correct decisions, but also in tribute to the fact that we would not be as we are without the intervention of the dark divinity. I'm going to leave it there for now. So yeah, it's basically, if you're reading the Bible, it basically goes along this, you know, some names have been changed to protect the innocent or the guilty, whichever way you want to fucking look at it. But that's quite blunt as a piece of the Codex. It is quite blunt. It basically tells you, yeah. Now, if you read the Bible is so fucking vague, it's unreal, right? And I've read quite a lot of parts of the Bible, and there's just so many ways you can take that fucking book. Is, you know, so. And I'm the sort of person that if everybody else is following, I'm going to go the other direction. Yeah, I do. I fucking do, mate. If you're all going that way, I'm going that way. You know what I mean? I've never really followed the masses for anything. And it made me laugh because, you know, I don't really go for labels as well. I go for quality clothing rather than, you know. If you've seen that, if you walk into the shops these days, yeah, and have a look at the clothes, right? So fucking thin, aren't they? Jesus. I know it's a t-shirt, but that's ridiculous, mate. You know what I mean? It's like we're in England, not fucking the desert, you know. But not in June, for fuck's sake. But as with everything, it's always a balancing act with pretty much fucking everything in life, isn't it? You know.